Welcome to the second video in our impact conditions series. This one is all about controlling the face angle, and with it, controlling your golf ball. Now, you've probably seen dozens of videos that kind of obsess over the takeaway and the transition and the downswing and how to control the face angle from that perspective. But here's the problem. Those positions don't guarantee that you're going to get there at impact. And this series is different because we start with the only thing that really matters, and that is impact. And we build everything from there. In the first video, you learned how to control your low point, and that was the start of your transformation. But today, we take it to the next step, and it's a big one because face angle is the single greatest factor in the direction your golf ball starts and whether or not it finishes on target. And here's the exciting part. When you combine face control with low point control, you're going to start compressing the ball and you're going to hit it solid consistently. So in this video, I'm going to show you a powerful yet simple method that gives you control over the face at the moment it matters. So let's get into it. In the last video, we established that the low point is the real target in the golf swing, not the ball. That simple shift changes everything. In this video, we build on that by defining the space around the low point, what I call the impact zone. It's a zone that extends roughly 6 inches before the low point and 6 inches after. That's about 30 centimeters in total. And it's the most important foot of your entire golf swing. Inside this zone, the best players in the world don't rely on timing. They don't manipulate the face angle. They arrive into this zone already in position, with the face angle stable, the shaft structured, and the body rotating. And their goal, and yours, is to reduce face rotation through this space, because that's what delivers consistent starting direction, solid contact, and a reliable ball flight. The impact zone is not a mystery. It can be trained, and it starts with understanding how to build the right position before you ever move the club. Let me show you how. Okay, before I show you this, we've got to do a grip check. So we'll start with your lead hand. So my left hand. So very simply, the left hand goes on in this position here, and that pad right here goes over the top of the club, and the club rests in your fingers, like so. But I need you to check something. With the leading edge of the golf club vertical, I need you to hinge the golf club up in your wrists and make sure that that leading edge is staying vertical. This is the left hand position that you need to be in. The right hand grip goes over the top. You can do it overlapping, okay, or interlocking, or 10 finger. That's up to you. But the palm of your right hand needs to be facing the target. Okay, so facing where you want the ball to go. So left hand is in this position, right hand is in this position, and that's a proper grip. Okay, so here we go. I call this your impact assembly. Now, I'm going to start with your right arm. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stand like you normally would and take your right arm and just simply lower it down and feel the upper arm next to your side. And take your forearm, bend it down to where your forearm is roughly parallel to the ground. And then I want you to take your right wrist and flex it back, okay, or extend it back. And there's your right arm position, just like that. So the way you can remember this is very simple. It's kind of like you're waving to somebody over there from your waist. Okay, hey, how you doing? When I was a club pro and I had to shake a lot of members' hands during the day, I used to shake hands with them this way, and then I'd get them to do the same thing. It was our secret golfer's handshake. Okay, now for the lead arm. The lead arm actually is going to come back to it, okay? And we're going to bow or use flexion in this left wrist to come back to meet the right, okay? Just like that. So the left arm or elbow is going to be straight, while the right one is bent and into your side. So here you are, straight down, okay? Extend the right wrist, left arm comes over to it, and bows. There it is right there. Now, when we combine the pelvis moving this direction, so we can get the pelvis center in front of the golf ball on your low point, okay, this is what you have. Okay, right arm coming straight down, not tucked in and not out, just straight down. Okay, extended right wrist. Okay, left wrist flexed. And then we move the hips forward. You've got the classic impact position. And that right there is going to maintain your club face angle, stabilize your club face angle all the way through that impact area. So we get to that position before we even get to the impact zone. Okay, now that the structure is built and your club is being directed towards your low point, the final piece is to understand the engine that moves it through the impact zone, and that's rotation. But not just any rotation. We're talking about your thorax or upper torso or chest. When this part of your body rotates through the impact area, it provides both the energy and the stability to keep everything in sync. The wrists won't flip and the hands won't roll the face open or closed because your thorax is driving the motion, not reacting to it. This rotation is what carries the club through that critical 12-inch window without needing any manipulation. It's really the difference between effort and efficiency, between a good shot and a great one. Best of all, when the face is already square and your body is already built around the low point, the thorax doesn't have to work hard. It just has to keep turning. And this is how power and precision and consistency all come together. Now, I want you to really try this drill that I've been doing for the last 20 years with great success. I call it the lock, load, and fire drill. So you know all these positions already. So the lock is that position we talked about in this video, where your left wrist bows and your upper right arm goes right against your body here. Okay, there's the locking system right there. It's just a little half swing. The loading is your pelvis shifting forward, rotating, and lifting. And so there's the load. That puts stress on the swing, it creates lag. And then the release of that energy is your upper torso rotating right into that finish. So we have lock, we have load, and we have fire. Lock, load, and fire drill. Keep it really short in your backswing. So we lock it up, and you won't believe how far you can hit a golf ball doing this. You'll get a lot of ball speed. You'll get that divot right in front of the golf ball as well. And you really will start to sense how the club face can stay square because you've put it into the perfect position when you took your backswing. Okay, we shifted forward and then we rotated, and you get that sequence going. And honestly, it's hard to hit the ball right or left because the club face is square the whole time. Lock, load, and fire. Lock, load, and fire. And honestly, I'm hitting that ball just about as far as I normally do with my wedge. Get a lot of ball speed when you do this exercise. Lock, load, and fire. Great exercise for getting your sequencing right and learning how to really control the club face angle.